Yes, people, big up. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. Hang on, what day is it? Chewy, help me out. He's not gonna help me out, but how you doing? Welcome in episode 158 of the Untitled series, also known as the Immaculate series. Not a lot going on lately, huh? I've been spacing the shows out more because we don't have a game. Not this weekend, but next weekend, and that's quite unfortunate. For the viewers' sake, might be fortunate for our sake, but we'll find out. But welcome everyone, welcome one. I am here, we are live, Chewy's here, you are here. If you're live or on playback, hope you're doing well. Hope you are too blessed to be stressed as I am. I almost fell asleep with my son, I'll be honest. Almost missed the show, helping put my son down. I almost fell asleep and slept right through the time. But how are we doing? Welcome. And obviously the question of the day is, what are your thoughts on Neto's price tag? 53% says 80 million too much despite the talent. 32% says it's too much because of the injury record. And 16% says price is right for the talent. Look, however you may feel, no one's voted that fourth option there. And that fourth option, 20 million more than Richie. So why not? It was kind of a throwaway answer. I did just kind of throw that one in there. And honestly, the way I see it, it's not my money, so I'm not going to be upset about a price tag. But when you talk about how much money we're going to spend in total, if we're going to drop 80 million on a winger, PEDRO Neto's Premier League proven, they say. So 80 million sounds like it should be fair, but honestly, we paid 60 for Richarlison, so the value of players is always too damn high. It's like the rent these days, but nonetheless, I don't really know how I feel about it yet. Maybe you'll tell me how you're feeling, but big up everybody in the chat. I hope y'all are doing well. Sorry, I did not plan or put this show together with much lead up time. So I appreciate everyone who's here in a hurry, here in a flash for the quick little live. I do have a show on Awa later, on This Is Football. We have our bi-weekly little show, prediction show tonight. So I will be over there after this. I'm going to set up the redirect in just a little while, but I want to make sure I bring something to the channel. I didn't want to bring it too late. Obviously, I couldn't bring it earlier than right now. But I appreciate everyone who's here. Cursor is the first person in the chat. Big up, Cursor. How are you doing? This is a Chelsea fan. The first person checking in is a Chelsea fan. Big up. Says like secured. Big up, Jacob, in the live chat. Big up to Cursor. How are you doing, buddy? Chelsea Blue and Blues here says smash the likes upon entry. Do as Chelsea Blue and Blue says. Daniela Zito, first YouTube chat member in the house. So you get the first place prize of being the first YouTube chat member here. Says Sonny rejected an offer from Saudi not long ago, so he won't be going. He showed his commitment by turning down Saudi offer last time, so why would he accept now? Very good point. I also did put in the title. This I haven't covered it on the channel yet. The Son Heung-min, apparently Al-Ittihad. It's not even on Son's end. It's on Al-Ittihad. They came in the summer and they wanted to get him, and he said no, which I'm glad he did. He showed his commitment to Spurs yet again, which makes me a very, very happy man. But look, we'll get into it. Let me say hello to everyone in the chat before we keep on going. Obviously, you know, as is customary, shout out Nate, shout out the Pie family. I got the mug. Yes, indeed. We've got the mug, the Cuti Romero mug. Big up for that. Big up PJ says Neto wanted to go to Arsenal before his first injury. Hello PJ. How you doing? He's quality and top class, but injury and risk might not be right, says PJ. Interesting. That's the thing. 80 million, and this guy, how many matches does he really play? I think he's had, I mean, we could look into it. Should we do it? An amateur scouting report on PEDRO Neto? I mean, because I guess if I'm going to say stuff about the man, I want to be as factual as possible. Actually, I didn't have much. Where is that? Share that screen. We'll share that screen. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Make sure you are hitting a like as I kick things off. I do appreciate everyone who's here once again. Spurs GCTV's here. Says, yo, Jacob and Chewy, big up. How are you doing? Big up, Drula. Evening, Jacob, Chewy, and Chatters. Big up, Chewy. Big up to Chewy, indeed. Chewy. You know, he's actually wanted to come to shows lately. Y'all remember there was that period where he was like, you know, I'm not really going to show up. Or where he was reluctant to come into the studio anyway. But now he is. Ryman's son says, splash the cash. Big up Ryman's son. Big up Rowan Kumar says, big up everybody. We just can't take the risk with 80 million for Neto considering the injuries, says Rowan Kumar. Big up Rowan. Good to see you in the house. Another YouTube chat member. How you doing? Ryman's son. Remember what Fergie said. Ain't no way Tottenham ever winning the league. Want him to be breathing when we win that shit. Come on, you Spurs. Hey, big up Ryman. Hey, put a little something extra on it. I like that, Ryman. I like that indeed. Big up Gio Rea. Big up everyone. Splash that fucking cash. Love it. Drula says Neto's a huge Arsenal fan. Oh, he's a bum for that. Can't lie. Hellboy's here. Big up Cootie Cootie Jacob. Hey, you say his name, I shall drinketh from the, what did they used to call cups back in the day? Yum yum. Looking fresh, Jacob. Big up yourself. Big up Ryman. I just woke up. I woke up like this. In the words of Beyonce. What day is it? It's Ugodi Day every day, every single day. Rowan, I don't know if you play FIFA. I don't know if it was today, but I was alarmed of a new Destiny Ugodi FIFA card, and I already did it. And you can put them in the thing, and you can upgrade them, and you only got 9 days to do it. Big up David Calvino. Evening all. Big up David Calvino indeed. George says, loving the top. Jacob, happy Udogi February. Yes, I do love the top. This was a gift, actually, from a viewer, West Coast Cockerel, if you've ever seen their name. I have in the chat their Etsy link. So if you want to get this, they have it in a shirt, and they also have it in a hoodie. And it's all the USA supporter clubs logos, except for El Paso Spurs. He made these as El Paso Spurs was becoming a thing. Nonetheless, splash. Hey, Ryman's son with the drip drop tonight. Ryman's son wants us to splash the cash. Indeed. Rowan Kumar. Wait, I thought it was Patty Harden. Big up Patty Harden. Evening, buddy. Hope you're well. Big up Patty Harden. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Out there in Limerick. Good old Limerick. Big up Dietrich Kane says, big up broski, love your streams. Big up Dietrich, good to see you in the house, my friend. Been seeing you around a lot more. Very good. Here's some balloons. Wait, no, this is confetti. You're going to get confetti, Dietrich. Maybe someone will get the balloons. Let's see who else going to get the balloons. Neto definitely worth 20 million more than Richarlison, though. But read the other day the price was at 60. A 60 million on a Neto. That sounds good. But again, when you put it in the perspective of 20, is he worth 20 million more than Richarlison? Would he bring us 20 million more? However you want to quantify, I'm not sure how you goals to dollars or pounds, what shillings, fucking sterling, whatever y'all call it out there. Big up Tom Martin, how you doing? Evening, Jacob in the chat. Not been on in a while. Hope everyone is well. Quiz. Big up. Hey, hit him with the quiz. Love it, Tom Martin. Hit him with the quiz every single time. Saudi League will fade out. Bro, who wants to go to Ittihad right now? No one want to go to Ittihad. Neto's all linked with Arsenal all the time. Bet they'll have problems with FFP making a new 80 million bid. They're apparently supposed to be trying to go for, well, what's his name in the summer? Ivan Toney. We'll find out. Dan Davenport, how you doing, Dan? Jacob, big up, bro. Big up, double D. Dan Davenport. Good to see you in the house, my friend. Jonas Tonelli. Johannesburg says, bro, we need to buy Neto. Type of profile we need. Also, Jacob, thoughts on ownership? To me, that always do the bare minimum. They always do the bare minimum. Big up, everyone. Katie. Why wolves? You didn't see they called cubs goblets. Goblets. Hey, you said it. You said, I guess you're trying to say cootie, but with a K, Jocelyn. Big up Jocelyn. My oldest brother's name is Joshua. So, big up to Josh. Man, those fucking wolves. They've done a number on this fan base, I'll tell you what. Mugs, yes. No, goblets. This is the word that I was thinking of, Jocelyn. It was definitely goblets. Because I was going with the whole, like, Shakespearean-esque wordplay, and goblets was the word that I was thinking of, so thank you for that. What's up, Jacob? How are you? Big up JJ17. How you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? Do you think Levy will splash some heavy amount of cash in the summer, Jacob? Do I think he will? Maybe. I think there's a chance he will. Again, I go back to my fear of qualifying for Champions League. That would tell them we did it. We did what we wanted to do, which was get back into Champions League football, and we're gonna play Champions League football next year, and they're gonna milk and just fucking squeeze those teats out. You know what I'm saying? That's what. And if we got Europa, I feel like one, that's a competition we could actually compete and potentially win, and two, that it would signal to the board that we aren't done yet. I know I've said this before a few times on the channel, but I really need the board to know that we aren't done yet. And if we make Champions League football, they may just think we're done. I don't like that. No. I do not. I don't want them thinking job done. I want them thinking, yo, why didn't we get any of that sweet nectar in the Champions League? And then hopefully Ainge and Lange and Anderson and Scott Munn and from the bathrooms of a courtroom, Pablo Paratici, hopefully they'll all tell him, you got to go buy this and buy that, and then maybe we can get Champions League football next year. But I just fear that if we do get it, that's gonna signal to the board that we're done, that their mission's accomplished, and it's not. So I guess that kind of answers Joannis. I think that kind of answers Joanne's Tonelli. I think that kind of answers your question too on what I think about the ownership. I think they're going to do the bare minimum to acquire Champions League and then say that that's good. Because for me, we've been doing this whole celebrate top four, but what are we really celebrating? No, we as fans don't get any of that money. In fact, we're probably going to spend more money now getting Champions League patches on our shirt, going to Champions League matches. Not me specifically. I have a family and I'm not that well off, so I can't just travel to Europe like that. Wish I could. But nonetheless, there will be more money spent and made on Tottenham next year should we also qualify for Champions. So I understand like the financial benefit, and I understand the whole like, oh, it's going to bring like a higher profile player, yada, yada, yada. But selfishly, I just see it as someone who's seen what this board has done, as many of you have as well. They're going to do what it takes to acquire Champions League football, and that's it. That is their goal. I don't believe them if they. When's the last time Daniel Levy even mentioned the T word? So, for me, gotta keep investing into the squad, and I would like to see, you know what? Even if it is Neto for 80 million, I think he's a hell of a player. Plus, that does signal to me, and it maybe signals to the other fans that, look, the board doesn't think that the squad is good enough either, so they invested 80 million. What happens? Nobody knows. There's no crystal ball. I wish I had one. Hey, all those people that tell me this, that, and the other, or find out situations or solutions, I hope y'all send me the Amazon link. I would love to know where you got the crystal ball, because I would like to know. But I don't know. I don't know if we're going to splash heavy. I really don't. I think Spurs should go for Ivan Toney instead of Pedro Neto, says Dan. That'd be dangerous. I kind of want a winger, though, because I don't know. It's a complicated position we're in. We'll talk about it. Big up Gio Reyes says, Neto's definitely a high risk, high reward kind of deal. Matters also is known to have injuries that would last months. Look at him now. Bring him in. This is true, Gio Reyes. Another great little caveat, because if you think about it, before we signed James Madison, that was always what everyone tagged on with his name was, hey, he got relegated, he's injury prone, and yada yada. But he's still one hell of a player. Big up Mud. Hey, Mud, how you doing? Says Neto would be a great signing, in my opinion. This is a Real Madrid fan, so I agree with you. I think Neto would, however many games, if he gives you 25 matches a season and misses the other 13 sparingly, I guess that's kind of what you got to bite the bullet in that sense. But that's why you want a deep squad, so you're not relying on Neto week in, week out. But alas, we are in this situation. But big up Mud, good to see you in the house. One of my hometown homeboys. Motaz, the spirit of, oh, here we are. Novagen says, Dietrich's big up. 100% Ainge out. Novagen, what are we talking about here? PJ, if we sign Neto, he'll get injured all season. I don't really trust our physio either, to be quite honest with you. Big up Jammy Git. Big up Tom Martin says, going off topic, do you think Sonny going missing against Wolves had anything to do with the South Korea bust-up with Klinsmann sacking. He loves his country and may have felt some responsibility, distracted. Tom Martin, I've spoke on this a little bit in the sense of what my assumptions are as to what's happening out there on the wings, because it's not just on Sonny's side. It's also Kulusevski's side, whether it's Brendan Johnson or Kulusevski. It feels to me like Wolves specifically, Tom Martin, Sonny was just standing there. And if you were here for the watch along, I was screaming, hooting, and hollering, like, pass it or run with the ball and shoot it, or just take the shot. And I wondered if, something was going on with him. And then it turns out that he had that whole big monologue paragraph thing apologizing to Kang and Lee. I think the Kang and Lee thing was probably messing with him more than the Jurgen Klinsmann getting sacked, if I'm honest. But to me, he's our captain. You can't be fucking tripping about whatever the hell happened in your. That's just me. You gotta try and separate. But he does love his country, and maybe did feel some responsibility or distracted. Maybe. You might be right. Jocelyn says, what about youth players? I feel like Liverpool's the only big club that utilize their youth to enhance the team. This is something I've talked about in ad nauseum, Jocelyn. That's something I believe adamantly in. This is something that I wanted to see happen more with Ange Postecoglou here, is a clear ethos and a clear pathway from the academy to our first team. There was signs of it early on, and those have kind of dwindled. So I'll be curious to see how this thing pans out in the next couple of years, to be completely honest. Big up David Calvino in the house. David Calvino. Davo says, big up Jacob and Chewy. I saw someone say on another stream that Levy will probably offer 30 mil and says, I heard it was going to be 3 mil plus Brian Hill. I would do that as well. I would take that deal. But big up Davo. Good to see you in the house. Champions League is not job done. David Calvino, it is not for us, but it would be for the board. That's my point in saying that I believe if we got Champions League, the board would then say, oh, that's job done. Check mark. We got our Champions League. We can minimally invest. We can just get you these little pieces here and there so everyone's got a little something to chew on. And then they just don't do the big time business that we're trying to all of us want to see. We've been craving. And the fact that as a Spurs fan base, as a collective, no matter who you subscribe to, everyone's kind of said, like, our last big marquee signing was Jurgen Klinsmann. When we went and signed a guy at the peak of his powers was Jurgen Klinsmann. That's crazy. That fool's coaching now. And he just got sacked. PJ. Big up Liam Hardy. How you doing? Becky's here, says, hi, Jacob, just got here. Are Spurs linked with Neto? Allegedly so. Allegedly so. I did have it here, but then I went to the Sun News. Here it is. Hang on one second, Becky. I got you. Blam. Boom, bow. There it is. Oh, wait. Hang on. So David Ornstein today said Wolves want around £80 million for a reported Tottenham target. And, of course, the aggregators took this and ran with it, so felt like it was necessary to speak on it. This kind of Spurs fans are really all together just like, it's unfortunate because I didn't actually want to talk about this, but I'm going to. Because I feel like after a bad result and this break in action, you get the kind of like nasty side of people. And the past few days that I've been getting onto Twitter, it's just like this racist shit. The racist shit with the fucking Korean fans in the stands and everyone being like, wham, tourist fans, this is a disgrace, that shit. And Spurs aggregators of content taking that and running with it as well. Like, to me, I didn't really want to talk about it, like I said, but it's just unfortunate that when the news is slow and nothing's really going on, that after a bad result, you start getting this kind of nasty underbelly of fans. And to me, it's fucking disgusting. I did see this today. Spurs Reach, which I guess is Tottenham's like award-winning fan-led supporter association. So everyone's been complaining. There's this guy on Twitter being super fucking racist. about the Korean fans, and then it's crazy out here. Honestly, like I don't know why I'm still on the fucking Twitter, and it's primarily for this show, and that requires me to be on Twitter quite frequently, and I see this nasty shit, and I honestly hate it because it's just like inappropriate tweets regarding our captain and the fans in the East and South Asian heritage. They've been flagged and just sent. Spurs are aware of it, so to speak. Spurs are aware of it, but anyway, I'm just don't go on Twitter unless you have to. Is what I'm saying, especially after a fucking loss, because people are disgusting, man. And it's been really sad to see, if I'm honest. If I could be like brutally on. Oh shit! I clicked the wrong thing on my computer. Hang on, yo. Hang on with me now. There we go. Yeah, I just wanted to get that over. I wanted to say that and get that over with, because honestly, it's stupid and it's dumb. It's 2024, and we got absolute idiots in this world, and it's crazy to me. I choose to focus on the love and the good things and positive and immaculate vibes. That's kind of what I'm all about. Not this racist bullshit, not this classist bullshit. I don't like that. So I want y'all to know, as viewers, I suffer on Twitter going through this bullshit just so I can find these little pieces of information that we go through on these shows. All right? But I do it for y'all. But yes, we were linked with Neto. I know that that was kind of a roundabout way of answering your question there, Becky, but there you are. Wayne Bonner's in the house. How you doing? Says we can get players with quality for a better price who are less injury prone until they come to us. Big up Wade Bonner. How you doing, my friend? Top 3 last names on the internet. Wayne Bonner. Top 3. Van der Vaart was a big signing too. It was a long time ago. We need something. Ainge needs to stop his love affair with Richie now, says OTC. Big up OTC. How you doing? Transfer fees are high enough. Then there's the signing on fee, bonuses, agent fees, and all that crap. I wouldn't pay $80 million for Neto. But Wayne Bonner, if I framed it like, is he worth $20 million more than Richarlison to us? I don't know how you feel about Richarlison, Mr. Wayne Bonner. Mr. Wayne Bonner. Good player, but I prefer Gomez or Ederson if I'm honest. Yo, Liam Hardy, watching back that Wolves game, João Gomez is so good, but I'm still so mad at him, because he absolutely cooked everybody. He showed Basuma how you play. Honestly, I thought he bossed Basuma watching back that match. Looking back, and it sucks because that's our most recent performance, but it's the most recent piece of evidence I can go off of when I try to constructively talk about us or how we set up or how we're going to go forward or whatever. And watching back Wolves, I was very disappointed and upset with Yves Basuma, if I'm honest. I thought he wasn't good. Watching it back, I just thought there was moments where, same thing with Bentancur, moments where he was great, showed some stuff of what I like, and then other moments where he's getting bodied, and we should not be getting bodied like that by João fucking Gomez. I guess João Gomez is just that good. I don't know. Big transfer son to the Saudi league. Now, Andy, I don't want to, but it seems like you're a Liverpool fan, so I can see why you would want to, my friend. Just popping in to say hi and hit the like button. Big up El Tel Cocarel in the house. Bobby K says, big up Jacob and everyone in the chat. Big up Bobby K with 3 Spurs boys. How you doing? Archibald's here. It's less than $7 million from 4th to 1st. Why invite the expectation and demand to maintain it? There's a mentality disparage between business and desire there. Archibald, I don't know if I know exactly what you mean there, buddy. George, why do people always keep bringing up racism? They're just highlighting it and giving real racist props. George, that's why notice I didn't bring up the guy's name. I didn't say his name. I just mentioned that I had seen it. I've been seeing it. People quote tweeting it and stuff. I don't like to give it the time of day like that, but it's just disgusting stuff out there. I'm just saying, be safe when you're on fucking Twitter. If you're trying to find immaculate vibes, you ain't gonna find it on Twitter. Big up Paul Brown. How you doing? Good evening, Jacob and guest chat. Hopefully everyone's well. Come on, you Spurs. Like, sub, and share regarding star signings. Janola and Klinsman. Paul Brown says Janola and Klinsman were the last ones that we got, and you're probably right. Big up Sai Danza. Big up Jacob. Big up yourself, Sai. How you doing? Adam Phillips says Salah's going to the Saudi League. Apparently, he might. That's what I heard. They tried to get him in the summer, too. Not all racists are English. True. That's true. But let's go through it. Pedro Neto. Let's see here. How many goals has he got this season? He has 2 goals, 9 assists. Wow. So that's 11 goal contributions. Last year he had 0 goals and 0 assists. Okay. How many games did he play? He played 13 matches. He had 0 goals and 0 assists. What am I looking at? Hang on. Let me do this so y'all can see it. And it's right above my head. 18. This is Pedro Neto last year. He started 13. He played in 18. 0 goals and 0 assists. So he had a expected assists of 1.6 and a GA of 1.1, but he had 0 of all the above. That's crazy to me. So 11 goal contributions in the last 2 seasons. Let's see, about 3 seasons. He played 5 matches and this is Premier League specifically, by the way. This is Premier League specific. 5 matches he started and played in 13, and he had 1 goal, 1 assist. So 13 goal contributions in the last 3 years. Let's see, about 4 years ago. That's a fun-looking heat map there. 4 years ago. 5 goals, 6 assists. So 11. 4 years ago, he had 11 goal contributions. How many did he play? 30? 31? Damn. So 11 plus, what were we at? 15? It's 26 in 4 years. 26 in 4 years. Then he started 9, played in 29, and his first year in the Premier League had 3 goals, 3 assists. You know what? It's not really jumping off the page from a GA standpoint in the Premier League. I don't think I said more than fucking 30 goals. 24 goals in 4.5 years, 5 years. Is that really 80 million? I don't know. Becky says I'd like Neto as a solid replacement. Apparently he's not getting that much GA. He's cooking this year as far as assists go. He's got 9 assists. I think it's the most assists he's ever had in his career. In a Premier League season so far. He's only 23 years old. Not as old as I thought. He's been around a long fucking time. I thought he was older. He's not that old. He's 23. That's kind of young. I thought he was fucking older, if I'm honest. Hey, big up David Shear in the house. My guy down under. Good morning. Hey, Mario's here. Sorry, I almost missed you, Mario. I hope you and Luigi doing well. Sorry, that was a really shitty joke. Big up Mario. Big up everyone. Good morning from down under. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hey, big up David Shear as well. Y'all out here. Happy Friday. It's Friday for y'all. I gotta wait for a little bit longer, but I hope y'all are off to a fucking kick-ass start on your fucking Friday. How about that? Neto's a good player, says Paul Abraham, but not worth 80 mil. If 50 mil gets you Brendan Johnson, then I suppose Neto's worth is 80, says Adam Phillip. Bro, he doesn't. Oh shit! Did I just break this? I might have just broke that. Oops. I had my feet up on my son's old car seat, and I think I just broke it. Oops. Oops. I'm looking. The GA's not really like bonerific. You know what I mean? You might not know what I mean. It's kind of a funky phrase. But 11 GA this year, like, he's not jumping off the books as far as GA, and injury record not the greatest in the last year, but out of 4.5, the better part, 4.5 years in the Premier League, and he averages like 9 GA a season based on my mental math. I don't know. Maybe not 80 mil, bro. That might be, I might be thinking about the 80 mil. If it's me and it's my money or we're playing Monopoly or something, 80 mil. Nah, I'll give you. They need a number 9, don't they? Oh, they got Mateus Cunha. What if we gave him Richarlison in 30? That's not worth it to me. Richarlison in 30 to 40? Boom. Get the deal done. Get the deal done. I think Richarlison in 30 sounds like a pretty good deal, if I'm honest. But there's that. Richarlison, 30, 40 mil? Yeah, that's not bad. Anywho, Richie won't want to join Wolves, though. I mean, you're probably right about that. But, I mean, if they're paying him the same amount of money, he'd probably still go. Anywho. Let me see here. Kind of that's it on the PEDRO NETO stuff. So let's go through what the rest of the stuff that I got here saved off. Obviously, I did have this saved just because at least the club is now aware of the fucking lameness that is going on. And then I saw this, and I didn't get a chance to actually check out and click the link. So let's explore it together. Apparently, Pedro Porro, I almost said PEDRO NETO, says the heartwarming way Pedro Porro made one Tottenham's fan dream come true. And this is the article that it takes you to by Utio Sakar, April 29th, 2023. So this is an article from almost a year ago, a little under a year ago. And it's talking about Pedro Porro's start to his Tottenham Hotspur season. He's already played he's already played under 3 different managers in just under 3 months as of last year. Let me skip to the part. They're talking about this Tottenham compilation. Okay, so this is the guy. So look, this is the guy that tweeted it. Just found this. I don't think he's telling the truth. I bet you he knew about this and he's acting coy about it because he's mentioned in this article. So of course they would have notified him that they wrote this article and mentioned him in it. But it's just talking about, so saying his dream came true? JZR's dream came true because I thought it was something better than that. I'm not going to lie. I mean, that's still cool. But I don't know if I would have bookmarked it if I had clicked and read that link. I thought it was something about like flying a family out to a game or something or sending a jersey or some shit. But it wasn't. It was just him acknowledging a video editor online and that video editor being like, woohoo, and then him getting followers and views and shit. So that's cool. Big up Nawaf. How you doing? So big up Jacob. Hey, big up. How you doing? Hey. I ain't going to tell you good luck on the weekend because I don't want to see Pochettino lift a trophy with Chelsea before I see Ange Postecoglou lift a trophy with Tottenham Hotspur. So I'm going to be petty, but big up Nawaf. I hope personally you were doing well, but professionally, well, maybe not professionally, but on your Chelsea side, I hope y'all don't do well this weekend. Rolling right along here. I'm going to unbookmark. That's kind of fucking lame. I'm sorry I wasted y'all's time with that Pedro Porro story. That was kind of a waste of time, if I'm honest. So James here says, apparently Spurs Go is a new app launching very soon. I don't know what this is in reference to, but it has Harry Kane in it. He says he loaded Spurs Go, and that's what came up. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know why I bookmarked that either. I don't know, I bookmarked that too. I don't know why I bookmarked this. I just thought it was funny. Arsenal lost to Porto last night off a worldie. That was quite fun. I don't want to talk about Eric Dyer. I don't want to talk about Pep Guardiola. Oh, here we go. This is kind of fun. look at Masuma's face. So he did that blind footballing rank thing, and I thought it was funny. Hang on, I thought it was funny his reaction. So Spurs TikTok, they're pretty popular or whatever, and they get the players to do different stuff. And I guess there's like this thing where it generates random players, and it's been going around like Neil Maupay. I brought it up when Neil Maupay did it, and he laughed at who the fuck? He laughed at somebody, and then Broja and someone else, they laughed at Richarlison. And then right before Richarlison went on all those goals, and they have to like rank them. And so Basuma's first one he gets is Thomas Partey. And I guess he's ranking midfielders. So it's random. Just watch Basuma's face when he realizes it's Thomas Partey.
Oh.
His face, honestly, when he's it cracked me up so bad, man. I saw this and I was like, Yves Bissouma is definitely one of us. As much as he made me upset and so mad watching those Wolves highlights back, if we could just get that Yves Bissouma we had the first 8 matches, bro, we are cooking. He was looking like the next best thing since sliced bread. He was looking like, if you live in America, a nut or butter dipped in some Reese's peanut butter. All right, he was looking like the shit, like of the highest degree. And Luton, I think Sarr left, and he started playing a little differently. Then Luton happened, and it ain't been the same since. But I know Basuma's fully Tottenham. I know he bleeds for Tottenham. The way as soon as he sees this goofy ass Thomas Partey, and this is his face. Oh my god, this was great. He said, "Oh." I just think that's funny. I realize there's some music underneath that, so hopefully the music people don't copyright me. I'll fast forward so y'all can see his rankings. I think it's just ranking footballers, because number 1, who the fuck is that? I actually can't even see that. That was Yaya Toure is his number 1, and then Thierry Henry, and then Victor Osimhen, and then Vinicius Jr. So thought that was kind of funny. The main fun part I thought was, let's just watch his reaction one more time. Once he realizes it's Thomas Partey. That face, it cracked me up. Anyway, at least that one was worth showing. I shared a bunch of things that actually were fucking just a waste of time so far. I also saw this a couple days ago, or yesterday rather. Lucas Bergvall replied to rumors about his family using Barcelona interest to get a bigger offer from Tottenham. He said, quote, "They can write and say what they want. I know what is right for my career. I try not to put so much energy into it," Bergvall told Aftonbladet, whoever the hell that is. But it's weird. Barcelona been like trying to drag Lucas through the mud, which is crazy to me, because everyone said, oh, naturally, if you're his age, he could compete with Spurs for getting first-team football before he could compete with Barcelona to get first-team football. But now people are saying, oh, he would use Tottenham as a stepping stone to then go play for a Real Madrid, Barcelona type. Well, Barcelona's talking shit on the young man, saying that he used them as leverage to garner a better salary with us. That's crazy. Bro, Barcelona be dragging these children through the mud. Bro, they sound like a salty eggs. How many times we signed? Same thing with the Dragusin thing. It's like Lucas Bergvall and Dragusin deal upset the club that missed out so much they just can't stop talking about it. I thought it was weird. I thought it was a little weird. But big up Lucas Bergvall. He said, "Fuck off, Barca." I mean, don't direct quote that, but that's more or less what he said, in my opinion, was "Fuck off, Barcelona, you bitches." And I kind of like that. Saw this as well yesterday. Luke Shaw got injured for the rest of the season, so now Manchester United are in quite the little debacle, quite in the little kerfunkery. The hen's house is quite. There's a fox loose in the hen house, so to speak. If you don't know what that means, just imagine a chicken coop full of a bunch of chickens, and then a little fox gets in there and it ruffles them all. They're all flying around. Chicken may die. We don't know. But that's United fans when they found out about Luke Shaw yesterday. And so they're having a meltdown about letting go of Sergio Reguilon. And I thought it was quite funny. This guy here says, I have no idea why we let Reguilon go back. Shaw, we know, always gets injured. And this person said, sending Reguilon back was incredibly stupid. How dumb was it to let Reguilon go through? Seriously, one of the worst decisions in recent history. And they've had some bad decisions in recent history, if I'm honest. Letting Sergio Reguilon leave was a huge mistake. That's so funny. I don't know. It's anytime they're suffering, I kind of like it. Now, obviously, this may be a joke or not, but yesterday as well, apparently Pedro Porro replied to somebody on his TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, so I told you I'll go to the cesspool of fucking Twitter. That's enough for me. I don't need to go on TikTok. But apparently on TikTok, someone commented on one of his TikToks and said, how long, Porro? I'm not sure whether to transfer you out of my FPL team. And Pedro Porro replied, don't sell me. So everyone's taking that and using it as some kind of answer for when he's going to be back. And I find it kind of funny. I hope he can be back for Palace. We need him back for Palace. But it looks to me, he says, don't sell me with a laughing emoji and a flexing emoji. Maybe just from a personal standpoint of like, don't get rid of me on your team because that's not cool. But I'm going to run with it as propaganda saying, yes, that he can. Reguilon's at Brentford, Adam. He's at Brentford, and apparently he's put in 2 good shifts, allegedly, out of the 3 I think he's played. I think he's put in like 2 or 3 shifts, and they've really liked one of them. That's what I think it is. Hey, big up Philly, how are you doing? Yeah, he's at Brentford. He at the Brentford Fuck the Bumblebees. Should I play the clip? Y'all don't want me to play the clip, right? Y'all probably don't want me to play the clip, right? The Bumblebee clip. We won't do it. I'm not going to do it to you. Thought he ended up at Dortmund. He's had so many loans. Was one of them to Dortmund? I don't even know. I'll be honest. I really don't even know. I know he went to Sevilla. And didn't he go to Atletico another season? I don't know. Something like that. Jacob, he was very good against City. Yeah, there was 2 different times that I saw it making the rounds that everyone was really horny about Sergio and the performance he did. And that's kind of what he does, right? He did that to us as well, I think. Reguilon goes to a place and they're like, oh, look at this guy. He's fucking running. He's up and down. He's everywhere. It's kind of just like you see his energy and his enthusiasm and you're kind of like, I like that. And that's what happened with me when we first got him from Real Madrid was, I mean, it wasn't Ben Davies at left back, so anything other than Ben Davies was absolutely an upgrade. So when I saw Reguilon, I was like, yeah, I kind of like this guy. And then after a full season of like a lot of just headless decisions and a lot of running around and not much, after a while wore down, like my patience wore thin. Now, I don't think he was at all at any point our major issue. We had a lot of other issues outside of Sergio, but I don't have anything against him. I think he's a nice guy, but allegedly he's turned up to training late a few times. He broke the COVID protocols and had a party. Let's not forget when Jose Mourinho brought him the big Spanish meat, whatever the fuck that was. The bisteca. Anyway, I don't know how we ended up talking about Reguilon. Talking about Pedro Porro. You know, it's created an interesting conversation among Spurs fans as far as like, why did we let him go? How dare? Oh, I've heard someone. How dare we have Ange Postecoglou sent Sergio away? Look how good he is for United. Now look how good he is for Brentford. He's been cooking, yada yada. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. It's all hype. It's all hype. Super Thomas Frank is pretty awesome though. That's true. That is true. Aftonbladet is a newspaper. Yeah, apparently Lucas Bergvall was talking to Bladet. Aftonbladet. So, man, fuck Barcelona. That's what he said. I thought this was a little bit interesting. Yesterday, after Arsenal loss, they still haven't won a Champions League knockout game for 16 years. Well, to be fair, we didn't win a Champions League knockout match last season, so we can hold that respectively. I really do hope that Arsenal get knocked out by Porto, because what that will signify is that this Arteta Arsenal program is nothing more than an Antonio Conte level with Tottenham. That is what they are. And I hope that it gets put on full display, because honestly, we were put on full display versus Milan. Milan, a much better side than Porto. But I love the argument that I can make if Porto knocked them out. It's like, bro, y'all got knocked out round of 16 after you ain't been in the Champions League for 7 years? No, they ain't played in the knockout round for 7 years, is what they said on the TV. Hey, big up Nawaf. Smash the likes, you frauds. Big up Nawaf for the first super chat of the day. Lone solo dolo super chat of the day. I appreciate that, Nawaf. Financial contribution to the show. Hopefully this thing stays monetized. I haven't really cursed too much. I haven't really flipped off the camera too much. So maybe it's still get monetized. Big up Nawaf for helping out the channel either way. And just a friendly reminder, make sure you do hit that like if you don't mind. It's absolutely free. And it helps the channel. How many likes are we on? How many votes are we on? 72 votes. Oh, 72 votes and 50 likes. Okay, that's only about, what, 25 of y'all that didn't like the video but voted. That's all good. You can do whatever you want. Look, we are on the road to 4K, so if you do want to help the channel get to 4K quicker, we're about 150 subscribers away. A little more than 150. But this is a good time to say, share the video with your mother, your brother, your cousin, your sister, your auntie and your uncle, mailman, postman, milkman, everybody. Let them know about United Spurs of America. They want to be a part of United Spurs of America. So help spread the good word. That costs nothing. All right, that's absolutely free. You can also hit a like on the video, and I'll give you some balloons. You hit a like for the 50 people that hit a like. Wait, that's not how you get the balloons. This is how you get the balloons. Here we go. Come on, give me some balloons. This damn thing don't want to give me no balloons. There we go. There we go. See, you're going to get balloons at this juncture of YouTube whenever you come on over here. So appreciate Nawaf spending the money. But if you don't want to spend any money, again, liking, subscribing, and sharing. Those three things help the channel, help the algorithm, the algo, and then that way we can conquer YouTube one small step at a time. Big up Nawaf for the financial contribution. Big up Chris Peters, another YouTube chat member who's also financially contributing to the channel. I appreciate you, Chris Peters. How you doing? Big up, Jacob. Big up to you, Chris. Hope you're doing well this fine Thursday. Actually, you're approaching Friday morning, Thursday night. But big up. Again, back onto my little bit of a rant here. I hope Arsenal get fucking... I hope they get knocked out, because you know what that means. They are no better than Antonio Conte with Tottenham Hotspur. I need it, quite frankly. I want it. I think I deserve it, and I need it. And then I want that loss to become an amalgamation of just upset feelings and them being upset and then, yeah, I know I was right now, but they always start late, bro. They're always late. Why am I going to hurry? They're always late. Waiting on those frauds. Let me see. It's at the top of the hour. But you know how they are. They never start at the top of the hour. These absolute bozos. But I have put the link. The redirect is on. So as soon as I finish here, we'll redirect you over to Agua on This Is Football for our Thursday little prediction show. Also, everyone's going to dunk on Sod, so it's going to be a good time because everyone's shitting on Arsenal. And don't we all love that? But, again, if you can put your collective powers together and we can put our man bun power together and we got fucking Dragusin to choose us over Bayern, I believe we could put our collective effort and we can help Arsenal get knocked out in the round of 16, just like Antonio Conte's Tottenham Hotspur did. Therefore, we can 100% say that Arsenal are no better than Antonio Conte at Tottenham, and that is a line that I would love to deliver. So give me the backing, give me the proof, and we'll love to see that. Get the fraud Arteta out of my club says you don't deserve nothing. You're Tottenham. Why? What do you class as a major trophy? FA Cup, European, and Prem? About 3. It's about 3 a year you could try for. Well, not European and Champions League, but those are some big trophies. You know, this is also a double negative as far as your sentence goes. So I don't know what your name is, but just for your purposes, you don't deserve nothing. That's what in the English language we call a double negative. Therefore, this is an illiterate sentence. You don't deserve nothing. It's technically like you're flipping what you're saying, and you are saying, and technically that Tottenham do deserve. Because if we don't deserve nothing, then that would mean that we deserve something. Because you're hitting it with a double negative, if that makes sense for you, you unnamed fraud. But Arteta in, 100%. Every single day of the week, Arteta in. Hold that. He's a gooner. Yeah, he's a gooner. He needs Hooked on Phonics. SkullX, why is Jacob late to Saad's funeral? I would have thought he would be the first one there early, ready to cook. I want to make... Let me see. They're probably... Yeah, I'm going to say... I'm going to join late. I'm live right now. We'll join when y'all ready. Hold that. But Arteta in every single day. Love that guy. Jocelyn says, I was on his stream when he did the player rating and asked him to rate Win the Dog. Who? Who are you talking about? Outlaw. I'm just trying to educate a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to provide the great American education system. You know, they taught me about double negatives, and that's something that I remember, you know, double negatives. Just trying to help him out. Maybe then he can have a real name. Bro, apparently Hassam isn't there. I just read the messages. Hassam's not even there. So I'm late for what? I'm late to sit in the background of what? So look, I'm about to expose them. Ziad is late. Saad is there. Hassam is not there because he's asking who is there. Judge Mo says, what the fuck? And Saad now just said, this is a mess. So things are going kerfunkety. Staffy says, I'm joining now. Sorry. Again, why would I be in a rush? This is why y'all were saying I'm late. I'm not late. Look at this. Staffy had to restart his PC. Ziad went to help family. Look, and I'm trolling him in his chat right now. They all late. This is why I was not in a hurry. I knew I could just stroll on in. Hey, Staffy calling out Saad. Apparently Saad's already sensitive, y'all. We about to cook him. We're about to cook him. Look, he getting cooked already. Yes, it is time to cook. This is where we're going. I'm not late. Sam never starts on time. Yeah. Cook these frauds. Absolute frauds over here. Everyone's late to Saad's funeral. What a bunch of frauds. See? Bro, SkullX, you're telling me I would have thought everyone would be there too. They slacking on it now. Does Arsenal currently have any world-class players? I don't think so. I mean, again, this pains me to say it, but being objective, Declan Rice has been pretty good the past 4 matches. I don't know if that necessarily makes him world class, because if you saw yesterday, what led to their goal, I believe Declan Rice gave it away, and then Gabriel Chartinelli gave it away, and then the guy just said, "Fuck it, let me cook," and then he cooked. What a fraud! That whole establishment. My name is Anthony Clark. I live in North London. Come over and call me a fraud to my face. I'll be waiting, big man. All right, Anthony Clark. Send in a super chat. I'll be able to get there a little bit sooner. All right, we'll save up some money on the YouTube money. I'll fly on out there. I'll call you a fraud to your face. And then you know what I'm going to do, Anthony Clark? I'm going to say you're a fraud. And I'm going to give you a hug. And I'm going to say it's okay. You can be better. Trust in me. You can be a good person and make bad decisions like following Arsenal. It's very possible. I know a lot of good people who support Arsenal. They're good people, but damn, they just support the wrong club, you know? But I'll give you a great big hug, Anthony Clark. You'd probably be like, oh, quit squeezing me now. Guess what? Oh, I'm putting it on you. Yes, sir, Anthony Clark. Yes, sir. You thought you were getting out of that. Nope, I'm finding you. Oh. Big up Daniela Zito. Rice is nowhere near world class. I was so happy when that goal went in. Honestly, I was so bored and I was rolling around in bed. I was like falling asleep, napping with my son. And the announcer said something like, it's at the death, it's at the death. Or he said something like, this could be the last. Oh, Arsenal with a really bad giveaway there. And I was like, wouldn't this be funny if I sit up and look over and they concede right here? And I see Declan Rice give the ball away. And then I see Martinelli have a chance and he gave it away. And then guy took a shot. Hey, fuck David Raya as well. What a bozo. Hey, you want that hug, don't you? Hey, here you go. Hey, little precursor. There you go. You want some of that? Hold that, my friend. You fraud. These internet thugs. Bro, I'm telling you. Wait till they get a hug from me. Things change when you get a Jacob hug. They acting. Hey, yo, says Becky. Anthony Clark phones me every day from India telling me he's from Microsoft. Big up Amir. Need to sign Oscar Glock. That's a hell of a last name, I'll tell you what. Anthony Glock. Oh, Anthony Clark. You said Oscar Glock. Fuck. This show is delved into madness. Let me check the Awa chat. What are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying? Where is Hassam? The first message I see, where is Hassam? Saad says, bro, I have work, man. There you are. There you are indeed. Let me see. I'm going to join their studio. Let me see. I'm going to join their studio and see if they're... No. Oh, shit. They are live. Hang on. I got to go sign out my show. They're in the back now, y'all. We're about to start. They're all back there now. All right. We're about to kick it off over there. I am redirecting to this video right here. Before you leave, make sure you do hit a like. Big up Nawaf for the lone and solo super chat of the day, my friend. I do appreciate you. It was a short show, but I do apologize for it not being longer. We couldn't hang out, but this was just kind of a spur of the moment show because I wanted to talk a little about Pedro Neto and also say, Son says, fuck you, Al-Ittihad. We ain't going to Saudi. No, sir. We ain't in it for the money. We in it for the glory, baby. And we're going to get that sweet, sweet glory nectar one day. Maybe not today. Well, it's definitely not today. Definitely not tomorrow. Maybe next year, though. We'll find out. Still got a lot of ways to get there. But big up everybody who is tapped in. I do appreciate y'all very much for being so quick to join the show, honestly, because I was quite late with it. But I appreciate all y'all. Hope y'all have a great rest of your night. But again, stay tuned here if you want to hang out with me some more. I'll be over with them crazy fuckers in just a minute. But big up yourself, and every single time, make sure you stay blessed, stay fresh, make sure you up the lads, and as always, come on, you Spurs. Big up everybody.
United Spurs of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.